What's going on, everyone? My name is Bruno and this is LGA Season 2 Power Rankings. I am here with the owner of LGA, Folgado. Say hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Folgado. Pleasure to be here. Let's start.
And
We have a long way to go
40
on this
teams,
page.
40 teams, yeah. So we shared a link with a doc to so you guys could do power rankings. We actually shared
The form,
the what?
the forms
The
with
yeah,
the
I was missing the word. The forms to other people outside of the league. So I have actually two bots that actually fill the form as well. So thanks Monte and Squid, by the way. And yeah, you want to explain how we did the final rankings, how we pulled up the final rankings?
basically we gathered all the community votes. Everyone in the community was given an opportunity to vote. The ones who voted, we basically did an average of the placement that people voted on each team, and the highest, we ranked teams from highest to low. The tenth team is the one with the highest average, meaning worst positioning, worst placement, and the best team on each division has the lower average. Basically, that's it. Basically,
Yeah, yeah, that's really well explained actually. And yeah, so this is the community's power rankings. It's important to note that this is not our rankings; it's just the overall rankings
yeah, it's
of the community.
yeah, like a statistical study.
Yeah.
like something like that.
So something important before we start. There are some coaches with the same average. We decided to go for just to decide which coach is the best. We decided to go with our opinion.
The tiebreaker was basically our opinion.
Yeah, because it's what is fair, to be honest. So yeah, we are gonna start with equity. So I'm just gonna advance this. Okay, so equity. The 10th team is Excalibur with Quackleval, Pelipper, Toxapex, Barracuda, Kilowattrol, Polden, Tauros, Water, Meowscarada, and Rotamo, which is actually the Terra typing. I decided to put the remaining points because there's actually a lot of coaches with the remaining points, and I think it could be interesting to kind of discuss that. But yeah, Excalibur with the rain team that actually doesn't have a Pokemon that
No Swift Swimmer.
takes advantage of rain.
Yeah. There are some I like to call the soft abusers. The Quackaval, Kilowatt with Hurricane,
And Thunder.
Hurricane. There's Barracuda. I forgot Barracuda.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. I mean, for almost a monotype team, let's say for a weather team,
This team hurts a lot.
this team, it's like a truck, to be honest. There's like not great switch-ins. I think that's a common point. I would rather have like Floatzel than Barracuda.
Yeah, it's the same amount of points, and yeah.
And Wave Rush and Bulk Up, I think it's that's the only thing.
Especially Bulk Up, and it's a really really good Terra Captain.
Yeah, also Terra Captain. Yeah.
The one thing that Floatzel struggles is its coverage, and now he has even better coverage. But I think that gained some moves. But with Terra Blast is just
yeah, I agree. And actually, one thing that I don't really like is that there's no hazards, and this meta, hazards are really really important. So there's I want to point that no hazards kind of hurts.
I don't mind the Quackaval on this team. I hate the Tauros when there's a Quackaval.
Yeah, that makes zero sense actually as well. And also Meowscarada Rotamo for me makes zero sense as well. They are different mons, but two grass types, I don't like it. Especially
continue.
with one of them being Meowscarada, I don't like it.
And he has 8 points left. With the
Yeah,
Taurus and Rotom could be swapped with another Mon and possibly a better character. He could have two Terra Captains and
yeah,
probably a better Mon or two, I guess.
yeah.
I don't mind the Kilowatt, I don't mind the Barraskewda even. The Pex, okay, sure. The Meow, but the Taurus really kills me here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't mind Kilowattro Pelipper. I think Kilowattro actually can help a lot with Pelipper being a Volt
Yeah.
Absorber, and Thunder Hurricane. I think it's amazing. Weather Ball as well. So ground types rip. Yeah, I don't like Baldentoros here. I don't like Meowscarada Rotom as well, and I don't like no hazards. That's pretty much the thing. Either way, this team hurts as fuck.
Yeah, a
So
lot.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to find switchings to this, because if he can capitalize on U-turns on Pelipper and just being able to pivot around, this is gonna hurt.
I think Barraskewda lost flip turn. Other than that, the team has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, that's actually nice as well. U-turn Quackleval, U-turn Pelipper, Kilowattro with U-turn and Volt Switch, Meowscarada with U-turn, and Rotom with the Volt Switch. Yeah, that's a lot of momentum. I like that. Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah, and I think that's overall.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna advance. Team 9, Ginazu. We have Garganacl, which is Terra Captain, Clodsire, Bascalibur, Breloom, Talonflame, Slowking, Magnezone, and Mimikyu, and 0 points remaining. So you wanna start?
Yes, one of the best Terra Captains, straightforward. I don't think it's a first round pick though.
It's not.
It was a mistake, in my opinion. Also, this team is super slow. It's a super slow paced team. The games are gonna take a while facing this team.
Yeah.
I love Breloom. Breloom in this gen, probably one of the most underrated ones.
Yeah, fuck you, Ginaz, for sniping me, Breloom. You can continue.
And also Clodsire. 10 points for Clodsire is amazing.
Yeah, I have some thoughts about this team. He clearly prioritized nice Terra Captain.
Yes,
and I
sure.
can understand that, because, in my opinion, with Garganacl being able to Terra, I don't think you'll be able to get it. I don't think Garganacl will pass like round 2, to be honest. I think it'll be picked round 3.
Round 3.
Either way, I think it's a waste of. For me, it's a waste of a pick. To be honest,
he had the 5th pick, I believe.
He had the ninth pick.
Okay, I don't blame him as much as I did.
Ninth. Yeah, ninth. I think it was ninth.
Yeah, 9th pick is decent, I guess.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, there was probably some things better left. We're gonna talk about some ones that were left behind later on different teams. For example, that Slowking at 6th pick is amazing.
Yeah, that's a really nice point. Another thing that I don't like, this is really passive in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a really passive team. It struggles to. Talonflame is kind of forced to run offensive to put pressure, but it depends on backs. Backs, honestly, is way better with Terra. Without Terra, it just falls a bit lackluster.
The biggest downside of this team, in my opinion, is that the only real special attacker is called Magnezone. The other, like Slowking, is not a special attacker.
Magnezone is the only one.
He's the only special attacker. The nice point here is this team is bulky as fuck. Slowking,
like I said, that's what I said. This team takes a lot to take down. A lot.
Yeah, it's really hard to break, but at the same time, he's not going to be able to do much damage unless like Breloom goes crazy, Baxcalibur sets up a Dragon Dance, Mimikyu sets up a Sword Dance. He has the possibility, but the possibilities almost came from setup, and that's pretty much the
screen setupper. Like, does anyone get both screens 12 backs? I think he would like that. Like I don't know. All the ones that are free, but like a Screamtail with screens or a Grimmsnarl with screens with
actually party shot with Grimmsnarl could help.
Yeah,
just to be able to, for example, click Dragon Dance with Excalibur, Sword Dance with Breloom. but yeah, the amount of damage that this team can do relies a lot on setup or choice
A lot.
items.
Yeah,
Which,
Mimikyu as well.
yeah, Mimikyu as well with Swordsdance, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the thought about the team. We are gonna advance into Pocket Rotom, which has Corviknight, Skeledirge, Terra, Screamtail, Vaporeon, Ariyama, Dragon, Dugtrio, and Gengar with 3 points remaining. You actually helped Rotom build the team. You wanna just start?
This team, you want it to be the man, the guy. You want it to be the staller.
Yeah.
For this league, but Clodsire got taken really early. Also, the Roaring Moon was another plan.
Hi people, it was me. Yeah.
And the draft kind of fell apart because I don't think we couldn't find the perfect solution to counter the snipes that happened. But you have 3 points left, but I don't mind those.
Yeah.
In original decks, I think it's more common that to happen because, especially with only 8 mons per team, we need to find the best fits for the team. And I like this team. I think it's a bit low. It's tall, but it isn't. It has offense, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's a bit meh because it does a lot of things, but it doesn't do all things really well, I guess.
Okay. So my thoughts about this team. I think it's a meh. I agree with you. Comparing to Ginasu's team was really off physical. This team is really special. Like Gengar, a Dragon can be physical, I guess, but you most likely want to run it special. Vaporeon, Screamtail, Skeledirge.
Only physical is Ariyama. Really
mainly is gonna be. And Dugtrio, yeah, Dugtrio.
But Dugtrio comes like one match too, I guess. It's not a spammable mon.
Actually, I really like Dugtrio in this team, to be honest. I think it's gonna be one of the best ways for Pocket Rotom to kind of break and just open holes for Gengar, a Dragon, even Ariyama.
You have a mon that's a really, really good threat to your teams, to your main defensive core in Corviknight, Skeledirge, and Vaporeon, Screamtail, etc. And Dougie just come in on that, for example, that Tyranitar, for example, or something like that, and just trapping.
Yeah.
It forces prep. It forces shed.
Forces a lot of prep.
Shell? I think.
Shed Shell, yeah.
Shed Shell. Yeah. It forces prep. Oh.
Also, I really like Skeledirge as a Terra Captain. I think it's one of the best Terra, if not the best in my opinion here. I think it's amazing as a Terra Captain.
It's the best defensive Terra.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't like how this start for Rotom, Corviknight, Skeledirge, Screamtail, Vaporeon, Ariyama. I honestly don't like the start of the draft. I like how we at least he ended the draft. A Dragon is a big threat, like to every single team. It's a big threat, especially with a meta where there's no big fairies. Then the Dugtrio, I think it can be a really good mon if used as well to just open holes. And Gengar, phenomenal, one of the best ghost types. It's always amazing.
You were talking about no fairies. What about normal types? There aren't any normal types.
The
best normal type is a Cyclizer at 9 points. So Gengar just...
Gengar is amazing.
There are a lot of dark types, but Gengar has Focus Blast, has Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, so there's another point. Like Gengar has a lot of coverage. So I really like Gengar. And I love Ariyama as well. I think Ariyama, at this point, it's amazing. I don't think it will be as great when just the update from home is coming, but for now Ariyama is amazing.
We early meta we discussed this would be a nice Shimpao Shield counter, but coverage happened.
Psychic Fangs and Psychic.
But still,
it's still amazing. And Axo has Bullet Punch for Chimpao, and there's Frost Shield.
That's a nice ability. Tick Fat, also nice ability.
So
I don't hate the team.
I don't hate it. I think it's a meh, to be honest. So next we have Shadow with Garchomp, Lokis, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Lockix, I guess.
Lockix, yeah. Atrin, Cinderace, Iron Hands, Iron Jugulis, Poltegeist, and Lurantis. So
You mind if I start on this one? This team managed to gather the one that I love about this gen, which is Lockix, and the most hated one for me,
Iron Jugulis.
Yeah,
I can answer that. Okay, so things I want to say about this: the best ground type in the game, Garchomp. That's always nice, amazing. Even though he lost Scale Shot, which is big. Against spikes can be a more supportive set, can be offensive, click source dance, and just nuke things. I like Lockis as well. I think it's underrated pick in my opinion. With first impression, it's really hard. Pairing Garchomp with Cinderace,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And it's Libro, by the way. It's Libro Cinderace.
Yeah, it's Libro Cinderace. That's why we are. That's why it costs 17 points. Iron Hands, phenomenal Pokemon. Iron Jugulis, no.
Sorry.
It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Poltegeist, underrated pick in this draft. To be honest, it's amazing. Poltegeist.
I'm shocked even in Terra.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Poltegeist will be just incredible with the Terra. I'm not entirely against Atrin being the Terra here.
No, so, Atrin is amazing as well. I fully understand the Atrin pick.
Yeah, and for me, it's one of the most viable fairies in the format right now because of Magic Bounce and the Mystical Fire.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other options like Nuzzle. If you need a defensive Pokemon like with Nuzzle, Draining Kiss.
Yeah, I really like it.
Even a Trick Room Sweeper with Life Orb or something like that.
And they can also Terra and go for Calm Minds and just sweep.
And you have a good switch in just Terra Blast. Why not?
Yeah. And Lurantis, which is, I mean, for 3 points, it's viable.
It's decent.
Yeah, it's
a defogger.
Yeah, it's also a defogger. So in terms of hazards, he has Garchomp. And he has Garchomp. Yeah. And he has Magic Bounce on Atrin. Court Change on Cinderace, which I think it's amazing right now. Having Court Change, I think it's awesome. And Defog on Lurantis, which is fine. I don't think there's a problem with that. Besides Garchomp, its speeds are decent with Cinderace, Garchomp, Iron Jugulis. It's decent.
It's really hard to switch in Cinderace, Garchomp, Iron Hands.
Yeah, really for sure. Yeah, actually, Iron Hand will be a nice Terra Captain as well. But I'm not against Atrin.
No. Atrin is.
Yeah, it's nice. So next up we have Julian with Great Tusk, Torkoal, Grimmsnarl, Scovillain, King Gambit, Dragonite, Sandy Shocks, and Gothorita with 0 point remaining. You want to start?
We want to talk about polemical Terra Captains. I think this is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Scovillain here.
I don't mind Scovillain as a Terra Captain, but with King Gambit on the team,
it's the thing. I wanna say something. I mean, this team doesn't work outside of Sun. I think this is something that I wanna note. Like, this doesn't work. This has zero synergy outside of Sun. It's just my opinion. I think it has zero synergy outside of Sun. So I kinda understand the Scovillain in that sense. Like, having one of the most important pieces of this team.
For sure.
With Terra Captain. But like, King Gambit, just click Swords Dance, Terra, just go for Terra and just catches you off guard and just goes for the sweep.
And again, this is not the... This team is 6th, while our opinions isn't probably the best. But this is nothing against Julian. Julian is a great player.
Yeah, for sure.
He had an amazing run last season.
Yeah.
But this is a Sun team. This is maybe he wanted to play Sun. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't blame. Yeah, Great Tusk is amazing, and he hits like a truck in Sun.
It's the second best run type.
Even without the Sun, it hits like a truck. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This generation, I really don't like Sun. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. This is still hurts like a drug. Like Great Tusk,
Yeah, for
Scoville in
sure.
Sun. Yes,
And
like
you mentioned earlier the Grimstar with screens.
Grim Snarl with
It's
party shot and screens is just awesome.
yeah.
I would rather have King Gambit as a Terra Captain, but that's just my opinion. Dragonite can Terra, but can still Dragon Dance and nuke things. And like Sandy Shock Catharita, I think it's
And
our fine as
this
well.
team also hurts Dragonite because you're not gonna run special with Sun.
Yeah, you're not. And also, the only fire switching is Dragonite, to be honest. You want to be catch on a potential burn or just a fire move in general and lose the multi-scale. I don't think it's gonna be amazing. Like, you can argue Torkoal, but like Torkoal doesn't take special fire hits, special in Sun. So yeah, that's another point. Like, Sun can be used against Julian because he doesn't have great fire switchings,
Like
to
a
be honest.
Shield, for
Yeah,
example.
so yeah, actually, if you lose Scoville, the Sun actually goes apart. I mean, he has Great Tusk, but it doesn't take. I mean, he can take because the boost, but still, there's no fire move that Grantus can take advantage of. Yeah, and that's my only concerns about the team are pretty much these ones. As hazards, as removals, can take advantage of speed with Sun Up. And yeah, anything you wanna address about this?
No,
Okay,
I think it's
so
it.
we are gonna advance team number 5. So fifth coach is Jacare with Palafin, Tinglu, Among Us, Gotatel, Lucario, Gyarados, Fortress, and Jolteon with 3 remaining points. Now this is kind of interesting because this was my week 1 opponent, so I guess I can start.
Spoilers?
Yeah, it's on the channel, so the match on the channel, it's already on the replay channel. So the Palafin Gyarados, I think it's a bit weird.
I don't mind that. There's Gyarados probably will be the switch into stuff in a support like Thunder Wave Taunt probably. And Palafin is just there too.
Yeah, Palafin's Palafin. One thing I want to say, this might be a bit controversial. Gothitelle as a Terra Captain on this team, I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, Gothitelle as a Terra Captain is amazing. It's amazing. But like, I was looking at this team before we choose Terra Captains, and I was like, I am gonna lose to Terra Gyarados. Legit. Like, Gyarados with Dragon Dance and being able to Terra and Moxie, this is just stupid. It's fantastic. It's a really good Terra Captain. As much as Gothitelle as the trapping ability, it can just win games. I won't deny that. That's a nice Terra Captain choice. I mean, I think Gyarados will give so much pressure. Will put so much pressure on this team offensively. I mean, I would pick Gyarados, to be honest. And Gothitelle would still viable without the Terra, honestly, because just with the trap ability, I think it's just awesome, even without Terra. So that's a point that I want to note as well.
In my opinion, I agree. I don't necessarily agree with. Like I said, I think his approach on this draft was to build Gyarados more of a defensively. I know it's maybe kind of a waste, but looking, he has Palafin, which fills that offensive wall. And then, looking at Gyarados, Tinglu, Among Us defensively, I like it. I like Goth as a Terra. I hate Tinglu. I just want to mention I hate Tinglu.
Yeah, that
I hate Tinglu.
It's absurd. Yeah, that one's absurd. Yeah, and phenomenal. I mean, doesn't even need to run rocks because Fortress, and just doesn't give Fortress the pressure of running rocks. Like Fortress can run spikes and Tinglu can run rocks, and I like that. Another thing that I will point, Among Us Fortress as a defensive core, I don't like it, and I feel like you're gonna be pressured to run Among Us Fortress as a defensive core, but they share like a fire weakness, and I mean he has fire switchings. Palafin, Gyarados with Intimidate, but yeah, Palafin doesn't want to. I mean, he kind of wants to come in at the same time he doesn't, because you want to preserve, don't want to get burned. Same with Gyarados. I don't get the Lucario. Honestly, I think will be better fighting. Maybe even
Simeon, for example.
yeah,
Yes.
because you are repeating types and you're gaining weakness. Like fire weakness are considerable here, in my opinion. Actually, yeah, that's a point. Like your grass doesn't take ground moves. Like the only ground switching is Gyarados, which is fine. I mean, it's an immunity. It's fine. But if you lose Gyarados, if you don't bring Gyarados, you are screwed. Other than that, I think it's a fine team, honestly. Jolteon will be stronger as a Terra captain as well. But like you can Terra everything, so I take the GOT. I kind of agree with it. And Gothitelle, it can be nice to open holes again, to trap things, to be able to either sweep or at least get rid of things that threaten Palafin, for example, threaten Dragon Dance Gyarados, Swords Dance Lucario. So yeah, I like the GOT here as well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this team.
So team number 4, we have Gen 5 with Iron Valiant, Dondozo, Caesar, Donphan, the Salamence, Terra, Rotom Heat, Fire Giraffe, and Klefki. So you want to start on this one?
This is probably the most offensive, not the best, but the most offensive Terra type you could pick. I don't think it's probably the best. I prefer Skeledirge, like we said, but this is the most offensive Terra type one person can get it in Salamence. Their ability to Dragon Dance and turn into a Terra Steel, for example, and just get rid of every weakness that he has. It's amazing. Also paired with the Undeniable. I want to say Undeniable is the most versatile mon in the format, which is Iron Valiant. And then he has momentum with Caesar. He has Dodozo, which is a physical wall like no other. He has Caesar Rotom, which with momentum is really, really cool. I like Lefty on this team as well. With spike, even spikes and screens, maybe even to help Valiant setup. The Swords Dance, Calm Mind, whatever. The only thing I think this team could improve is a bit of more. I'm missing the word here. More special offense. I know he has Rotom, but you're kind of forced to run Valiant always special. I don't know if you share the same opinion or not, but
yeah, kinda. Which I don't think is a terrible thing, but
no, it's not terrible. But Valiant is as special is a good mon. Always physical special, but even Mance can be special as well.
Yeah, for sure. I actually think this team is perfect on this spot. I think it's.
I like Farigiraf a lot. One of the best Wish ones in the.
It's immune to priority moves, if I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. Yeah. I think this team is the 4th best team in the division, to be honest. I really like the top 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Valiant, Dondozo, Caesar, Donphan, Salamence. That's power. That's versatility. Has synergy, lots of synergy here. I like it. I really like it.
He's probably gonna bring those 5 every game. I don't wanna. Maybe a little hot take, but he could.
I mean, can we Donphan, I guess, outside. I guess Donphan and bring like a Klefki, or leave Dondozo, for example, out and bring Klefki for a Giraffe. Can have some nice matchups. But I like this. I like
all mons on this team.
Salamence is amazing with Terra. Is amazing. I I mean, Caesar would be a nice Terra option as well. I won't even argue that, because Salamence is great as a Terra captain as well.
Yes. For sure.
Yeah, Rotom, I think it's amazing on this team. I think it's perfectly fit. Dondozo, the Chimpao switching. So, and Valiant is just the best Chimpao switching. And Valiant is just,
It's just Valiant.
It's just Valiant. I want to cry every time I see Iron Valiant. And I like the Azure potential with Klefki as well. I think it fits really hell here. He doesn't even need to run the Azure sets every week. He can run just Iron Defense and be annoying. So yeah, I like this. I mean, it could be higher, this team. The only reason this team is not higher probably is because the top 3 are really the 3 strong, really strong teams, and yeah, we actually can advance into the 3rd one, which is Veronica and Chiyu, Iron Threads, Rotom Wash, Slitherwing, Gudra, Uxian, Staraptor, and Miss Magius. Oh lord,
this team hurt a lot.
Yeah, there's no switch-ins to this team. Yeah, Chiyu,
Slitherwing, Staraptor.
Yeah, Slitherwing is actually a Terra. Why did we allow Slitherwing be a Terra? I don't know. Either way, every time I see it, if I can just, if I had the power to ban a Pokemon from this generation, I will give Chiyu a kick in the ass, like in the middle of the ass. Yeah, this mon is stupid. Iron Threads, amazing. Like, I think the synergy here is this Rotom Wash has the best, like one of the best full switchers in the game, because like there's not a ground type. I mean, there's Gastrodon, but you can just trick the ring target. I mean, I'm giving you ideas for sets. It's fantastic here.
I
as well.
use Rotom a lot, and you know it. So
yeah, that's a good Pokemon. Slitherwing as a Terra, it's already strong without being a Terra. It's even more strong being a Terra captain. So
yeah, it can be Bandit, it can be Scarf, Bulk Up, First Impression, Flare Blitz. I think it gets Wild Charge as well.
Probably.
It gets a lot of stuff. A lot.
Gudra here, I'll take. I think having a more bulky dragon, I think it's perfectly fine on this team.
You have to say you like Gudra.
I'm not a fan of Gudra. I'm not a fan of Gudra. I think it fits perfectly here, so I won't deny that it fits perfectly. Uxian, it's annoying, can be annoying. Staraptor, nice flying type, and Miss Magius has a decent ghost type, low tier ghost type. So yeah, this emerges like a lot. Has Hazard game. The Iron Threads gets rapid speed, so that's a thing.
It's the only removal I think on this team.
Staraptor with defog, maybe? I'm not sure.
No, he lost defog.
Okay, so that's the only point. That's the only thing I'll point out. And I mean, Iron Threads with rapid spin.
But Iron Thread, that's what I was gonna say. Iron Thread runs rapid spin every time. Like,
so doesn't have a reason not huge. You won't be able to rapid spin on ghost types, but ghost types are not exactly bulky, so Iron Threads can go for a big hit. So I'll take it.
And you have a shield, so.
Yeah, and I have a Shiyu, which, oh Jesus. So, yeah, team number 2 is Susamogus with Chimpao, Annihilate, Glimora, Noivern, Gastrodon, Armarouge, Tinkaton, and Scyther. Chimpao plus Glimora. Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's really nice.
Annihilate.
Apparently with Annihilate as well. It's
Bulk Up Annihilate is Bulk Up Annihilate.
Our final gambit just gets rid of a huge threat.
Just for sure.
With one button, just delete.
Noivern as a Terra captain, stupidly strong. Really like Noivern. Being able to just click Terra Normal and go Boom Burst, and you don't switch, pretty much. Gastrodon lost Toxic, which is big. At the same time, has rocks
and spikes.
Yeah. Armarouge, really nice Pokemon here, being able to have weak armor and just go for Calm Minds and just sweep teams. Tinkaton, rocks, which is fine. Another Pokemon, like it allows Glamora to go more offensive if he needs to, and just run rocks on Tinkaton. bulky low tier fairy, which I think it's pretty viable, and Scyther with Eviolite Light Swords Dance. It's a Scyther, so it's not amazing, but for 5
It's a
points,
cool one.
it's a cool
But
one. Yeah, for
I think
sure.
we can read it.
Yeah. So
I actually think Tinkaton is a little underrated. It has rocks, it has Encore, it's Thunderwave, knockoff. One of the few ones with knockoff actually.
yeah,
And Gagaton Hammer hits like yikes. Hits a lot. It hits a lot. The thing with Tinkaton is his stats. It's just his stats. Because that stat distribution hurts Tinkaton a lot. It's pretty much it.
yeah, I think it's still fine for 8 points. I think it's
For sure.
and it's a nice pairing with Gastrodon. Actually, I think
It's a value. 8 points is its value. I think it's value a lot.
Yeah, I really like this team. I really like this team. Yeah, and for last, yeah.
I don't think you have the right to comment on this team.
Yeah, I'll.
Why did you get Ring Moon and Goldengo? That's fine. But then you get Azu, Iron Moth. I'm not gonna say Palmot because it could slip. It's someone that kind of slips sometimes. Serena, huge value. Mudzel, huge value. And Masquerade just there for webs. Why not? Right? Why not?
Doesn't Masquerade get like Quiver Dance?
It gets Quiver Dance as well.
I'm gonna sweep Rotom with Quiver Dance Masquerade.
it gets Quiver Dance. That's true. Many people, you may lead it into it expecting webs and then set up a Quiver Dance. But yeah, Running Moon Goldengo, from my few experience in this gen, I've seen a lot of Running Moon Goldengo on the same team. I really like it. Goldengo is a phenomenal one, broken ability, super good offensive typing, Steel Ghost. And then you have Iron Moth, also just tears through teams with Sludge Wave and Fiery Dance, and the 50 million coverage moves it gets. And Azumarill, it's just a phenomenal Pokemon as well. Belly Drum set, even bulky sets like switching to Chimpao, even Chiu with Hit Fat. I don't know. You want to say something about your team? Not too much because it's your team.
Yeah, I don't need to. I just don't need to
Also,
say that.
Terra Captain.
Yeah,
Terra Pop-Out.
yeah. You can talk about Terra.
Just don't click double shot with another.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Moving on.
yeah. I think this team pretty much fits what I think it's more important in this meta, which is offensive, pivoting, and I mean, I can say Hazard. I don't think this team is amazing with Hazards. I mean,
one more with rocks and
yeah, and Serena.
one removal.
Yeah, and Serena to spin. Yeah, I don't think it's amazing, but pretty much the offense and the pivoting, I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I tried to go for here. I mean, it
I
worked
don't-
pretty well.
It's a pretty offensive team. Those top form ones
Yeah.
put a lot of pressure, and that was basically the consensus.
So
with
I don't
Jimmy.
want to say much more, to be honest, because for prep things,
course.
I really like it. That's the only thing I want to say about it.
Just try not to choke like last season.
Yeah, but that's a Bruno thing, so it's gonna happen.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We are going to move into Verity. So we are going to start with Maru, which has Annihilate, Corviknight, Sandy, Shocks, Armor Rouge, Bascaliver, Tyranitar, Alomola, and Masquerain, a Masquerain fellow here. You wanna go for this?
Yeah, I'm not feeling this team. It's weird. Alomomola, it's someone I always like. I didn't like. I always have a bit of a hate towards Alomomola. It has Baton Pass now, which is nice. But I don't know. I'm not feeling the team. I think you can say something about it. 'Cause I'm just not feeling it.
I think
don't
it
know.
has zero synergy, to be honest. There is no synergy between these Pokemon. Like, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just nothing towards Maru, but
Yeah,
it's just that it's Annihilate, it's Excalibur, it's Tita, it's Corviknight, Armarouge.
Yeah, but
it's the 10 mons that it is. It's just that I
yeah,
like the mons. I don't like them together.
yeah, there's no synergy in between those. Actually, I thought Tita outside of Sand. I don't like it. I don't think it helps the team. It doesn't. Like Sandshocks won't take, Sandship, Corviknight won't take, Sandship. But still, I like the Terra Captains, Armarouge, and even Masquerain. I think can be decent.
Yeah, sure.
The webs can work as well to help Excalibur, to help Annihilate, even Sandy Shocks,
even Armarouge.
even Armarouge. But like defensively, it's pretty. I think it's gonna be easy to do damage to this team. Corviknight and Mamol are the main walls. They share weakness. The ground type being Sandy Shocks, it's. I mean, yeah, you have an immunity, but like Sandy Shock's not the best Pokemon around. I mean, it's cool. It's a good Pokemon for 10 points.
I like Sandy Shocks a lot. Actually, it's one of the ones I really wanna draft sometime.
Yeah, but
it's because of the mon. It's the typing of the one. I find the typing.
The typing is not.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think it's a team that's gonna rely a lot on Dragon Dance, Excalibur, and Bulk Up Annihilate. To be honest, other than that, I don't think. I think you will struggle. I mean, yeah, I can be wrong. We can be wrong, and you can prove us wrong.
This is just the power. The thing with power rankings is we don't consider the players at all.
Yeah, we are just looking at the team. Yeah.
We don't know Maru. He's new to the LGA. But we don't know. This is just what our opinion and the community opinion.
Yeah.
The ones of on the team. So
yeah, this is
much it.
yeah. So next we have Corncake, with Shenpao, Tinglu, Dondozo, Cerulege, Fortress, Among Us, Bronzong, and Lucario.
Triple Steel, let's go.
Yeah, I wanna say something. If this draft at the same, if the last 4 picks at the same quality as the first 4, this team will be first team.
Yeah,
like
sure.
The first 4 picks are incredible. Like there's no, but like there's no reason to draft 4 Pokemon with to fire. Like straightforward. There are 4 Pokemon with to fire. Like there's no reason to have a Fortress and a Bronzong on the same team.
I don't mind the Fortress. I hate the Bronzong.
Yeah, there's no reason to have Fortress and Bronzong on the same team. No, it's like you can take the Bronzong, add that remaining point, have 10 points to spend on a Pokemon, on a really good Pokemon. Like with 10 points, you can get like a really nice Pokemon. Like I don't know, I'm not remembering like Pokemon for 10 points, but like you can have it. I'm not sure how much Noivern. I'm seeing that Steam doesn't have a dragon. I'm not sure how much points.
Noivern is 11, I think, but it's 11. But he probably was picked, or at that time.
Yeah,
I believe something went wrong with his plan towards the end.
Yeah,
and
maybe. Yeah,
he kind of panicked. I don't know.
Yeah, but top 4. Top 4 incredible. The top 4 are just amazing.
And Terra Cerulege is phenomenal.
And Terra Cerulege is phenomenal. I like the 4. Really like the first 4. Then the other 4, I mean, I'm good with Fortress. Like, let's see the first 5, because I'm good with 4. I'm honestly nice with Fortress. Then 3 Pokemon to share weakness with Fortress. I don't honestly.
Yeah.
And
one or the other.
I mean, he has 2 switch-ins to fire, like Cerulege with Flash. I mean, if he runs Flash Fire Cerulege and Dondozo. Actually, I love Dondozo with Shinpao. I just want to point that as well.
Shinpao with the best counter.
Stealing the switch-in, it's fantastic. But yeah, the point is, Fortress, Bronzong, Lucario, Among Us together, I don't buy it. I really don't.
Watch this being completely wrong by the end of the season.
It's probably gonna happen. Next up, we have Kao with being the 8th coach, with Great Tusk, Iron Moth, King Gambit, Rotom Wash, Screamtail, Terra Dragalge, Terra Fighter, and Terra Earthworm. You wanna start?
This is another case where I think I like the Mons, I don't like them as a whole. I respect the Dragalge Terra choice. You being a Dragalge yourself, you want to talk about the Dragalge?
Yeah, phenomenal sleeper, and absolutely underrated pick.
But then there's a King Gambit.
Yeah,
and I start to think about it, and I don't know what would I do?
I would pick King Gambit, honestly. I would still be able to pick King Gambit because Dragalge really doesn't need Terra. It really doesn't. It has adaptability, has a tons of coverage. It doesn't need Terra.
It gains another adaptability booster, which is fun. It's really fun.
But still, I would still go for King Gambit. I think King Gambit is one of those ones that desperately need a Terra to be effective. I can still understand the Dragalge and the Fighter, but I would still go for King Gambit. I like it. I like the team, honestly.
I like the team a lot. I'm surprised it's so low.
Yeah, I wouldn't put this 8th, honestly. I wouldn't at all. I mean, I don't think it's one of the best teams in the division. I think it's a mid-team division.
I would like a bulky grass type on this team. He has Off-Worm, which is immune to ground and
I can see that. Yeah.
But a bulky grass type like a Serena or I think he actually wanted Serena and got sniped. Now that I remember about it.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. I agree that. Actually, Kratos and Moth together offensively, really threatening. But again, 2 poison types with Iron Moth Dragalge. I mean, that's another thing. Like, I really want to use Iron Moth Dragalge. Are you really gonna fit both?
The problem with this is it's the ground resist.
Also.
Rotom is okay. But Off-Worm without Shed Tail, I think that's the move. He's not gonna bring Off-Worm a lot of matches. Cypher as well. He probably brings Cypher more than Off-Worm, depending on the matchup, but Cypher just, I don't think it's defensive mon. It isn't the defensive mon you want. And relying solely on Rotom, I think you needed that grass type more than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. And also,
even a Leafeon. I would take a Leafeon on this team.
Yeah, there's a lot of Sun teams, so that's actually Leafeon could fit that. After being a Terra Captain, that's actually effective. Sure. That and again Iron Moth Dragalge, I'm not feeling it, honestly. That's. But the rest I like it. To be honest, I overall I think it can do things. Next is Vami with Roymoon, Cinderace, Toxapex, Gardevoir, Crocodile, Kilowatt Troll, Klefki, and the Goat's Necklace Stack. I like this, honestly. Rory Moon, Cinderace, Gardevoir. It's. I mean, I like it.
Defensive concerns on this team. Defensively, it puts a lot of pressure with Cinderace.
Like offensive pressure, it's nice. Gardevoir, amazing. I think it's an underrated pick.
But what's the defensive core? It's just Specs and Klefki, I guess.
I mean, you have Intimidate Crocodile to slow down some physical offensive threats.
Sure.
I want to see a Knuckle Stack sweep. That's juicy. And it has potential because with Eviolite has lots of potential. And I like that. Like Knuckle Stack is a Terra Captain. I really like it.
It's a mini Garganacl.
It's a mini Garganacl with Eviolite can be. Yeah, I like it. I can see your defensive concerns. I think it's probably the downside of the team, defensive concerns.
If he had like Katarine instead of Gardevoir, I would feel better.
Yeah.
It would hurt the speed overall of the team a bit, I don't think it would be too.
It would be terrible because he has like Kilowatt, Roaring Cinderace, Crook.
And the Crook.
Yeah, I think it
I
would be
don't think.
fine.
I think it would. I like Gardevoir as well. I don't have any concern with Gardevoir, and wish Gardevoir is a thing. So
Yeah, yeah. I think that the only downside here is most likely the as you said, the defensive
yeah.
perspective of the team. Offensively, I truly enjoy it. Honestly, Rory Moon,
Also,
Cinderace.
in this division, we forgot to mention all of the teams were really close. Like the average position for the teams in this division are from 6th to 4th. So
Yeah, that's really close.
it was so tight. The votes were super split.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think we can move on to.
So we are moving into Davidovi, Inc. with Dragonite, Clodsire, Skeledirge, Breloom, Noivern, Quackavol, Dashpan, and Gallade. 8 points remaining. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah. This team, I like. One thing I do understand is Dragonite, Noivern. Just to start, I don't understand why you have 2 Dragon Flyings.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
I would accept it if Noivern was Terra Captain. Maybe.
I still wouldn't accept it, honestly.
Yeah.
And besides, like, the ice switching is Skeledirge. Like, Freeze Dry absolutely nukes this team. Like, it destroys it. Absolutely destroys it. Besides Skeledirge.
What has Freeze Dry this gen? Like Ragnarok?
But
maybe.
Even Ice Beam is strong.
Like, it's true.
Because even I mean you have Quackavol and Skeledirge. Quackavol is not the most bulky thing, so a powerful Ice Beam will hurt unless you are Assault Vest. But like for Assault Vest, you are taking a bit of the.
It forces prep.
Yeah.
It forces him to run a vest, I guess.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not seeing a Steel type on this team. Like it's so important to have a good Steel type. Like a Bronzong, for example, will make this team a lot better. Like
can you blame the other team had 4 steals? So yeah.
I mean,
probably...
yeah, but like you'll be able to grab Bronzong instead of Noivern, for example.
Yeah,
I think
I would trade for both teams. I would trade like a Noivern. I would trade Noivern.
I would trade Noivern for Bronzong. I think that would be
for sure
helpful for both teams. So if you want to consider that, please do it. Because I think that's gonna be, it will be really helpful for both teams. Other than that, I mean, Dashpan is decent. 3 points Dashpan, I think that's really nice. Gallade is really nice this on this meta.
Gallade got a huge buff this season.
Yeah,
the sharpness boost is just.
Yeah,
amazing.
even though he doesn't, he's not a Terra, I think it still works outside of the Terra, especially with like agility sets. Breloom, I love it. Skeledirge, phenomenal Terra. Clodsire, one of the best walls this meta. So Quackavol, I like it as well. So yeah, besides the ice weakness that this team has, even though he has a Skeledirge and a Quackavol, I would grab Bronzong I will trade Bronzong for Noivern. I think it will be perfect for both teams. I'm not sure if you want to address any other.
No, I don't think.
Okay,
I think we can move on.
So Epidude is the 5th one with Iron Threats, Rival, Espathra, Garganacl, Altaria, Aturin, Volcarona, and Rotom Mo. So, yeah.
Where's the water type?
There's no water type. Yeah, there's no water type. Wow.
It's Garganacl. I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's decent. First team with Espathra, which is.
I don't like Sparta at 14. I can't.
Yeah, it can still sweep.
Lumina Crash Hearts.
It can still sweep.
Lumina Crash Hearts, Store Power Sets still hurt. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, for example, if you bring Espathra against the last team that doesn't have a Steel type, it's gonna do work.
For sure.
It's gonna do work. So I think still.
But Skeledirge is unaware, and he can.
Yeah, fine.
We can go to matchup specific. So
yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Overall, I mean,
I think it's the first Weavile we see as well.
it's the first Weevil. Yeah, I think so. It's the first Weevil. Lost knockoff, which is just big. It hurts my soul. I love Weevil. And Triple Axel. I'm not entirely. I mean, I lost matches for not hitting 3 Triple Axels, so I'm not completely against that. Because Crash can glitch.
That's a skill issue. Sorry.
Yeah, this is. That's probably right. Yeah, but losing knockoff, it's the. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Iron Threat, I think it's nice. Volcarona, I truly enjoy. I don't think it's a Pokemon that doesn't need Terra to be Terra Captain to do work. Quiver Dance Volcarona is just stupid. The Dragon being Altaria, I mean, I'll take it. I'll
take it a lot, actually. I like Altaria at 4 points a lot.
I mean,
now it gets Will-O-Wisp, and with the Will-O-Wisp, it's really good.
I mean, we have a lot of weather teams, so I will accept it because it's the weather ability, the Cloud9. So I actually like it. Atruin as an, I mean, it's a decent team. It's a decent team for sure.
It's a team. It's a team that can be run offensively and defensively.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a decent team. Yeah. Next we have Kevin with Goldengo, Azumarill, Garchomp, Bramblegast, Slowking, Rotom Hit, Gyarados, and Glaceon. Goldengo, Azu, Garchomp, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slowking, Rotom Hit as a defensive core.
Again, Gyarados paired with this is triple water, by the way.
Gyarados, Slowking, Azu, yeah, but Gyarados with it's double water because Gyarados won't be. I mean, it's gonna come in as a water type. It's gonna Terra immediately and go for Dragon Dance. So yeah, I like that Gyarados here can run offensive sets all day. Doesn't need to be defensive.
Yeah, for sure.
The pivoting here is nice as well. Slowking with the Ice Shielding Reception and Rotom Hit with the Volt Switch. Glaceon with Baton Pass, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
I think so.
Yeah. Garchomp again. He got Garchomp at 3rd pick. Like, how you get Garchomp?
I just saw that. Yeah, I didn't realize that, but yeah.
Really nice offensive. I really like Garchomp, Azu, Goldengo. I think it's awesome.
I think teams will struggle, not just because of Goldengo, because of the ability, but the teams will struggle to remove hazards in this system. And I think Garchomp can be run like rock spikes almost every week because he has 2 ghosts which are immune to spin, and this team punishes the foggers a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that. Doesn't Bramblegast get rapid spin, or
it gets?
So it's a copy of Delmise pretty much.
Strong. But without the steel.
Without the ability Steel Worker. I like this team. I think it's strong. Then we have Dobby with Chiyu, Torkoal, Slitherwing, Pomot, Salamence, Serena, Gastrodon, and Salazzle. There's a strong Sun team.
Do you like Chiyu?
This is a strong Sun team.
You want to talk about Chiyu hitting hard, Slitherwing hitting hard? Yeah.
This team hurts a lot, and also has a Gastrodon which doesn't care about fire. So this is a case where fire moves doesn't really hurt this team back because Gastrodon and Salamence. So this is a strong Sun team in my opinion.
And Terra Salamence as well.
Terra Salamence. I can discuss the Salazzle pick maybe. I don't think it was needed.
It's the most questionable pick for sure.
Maybe a Fairy type. Maybe a Tinkaton because it doesn't have a Steel type. It doesn't have a Fairy type.
But then that would add another. Salazzle is already around weak, so yeah.
Also has Serena, Salamence, and Slitherwing resist ground, so I wouldn't think it would be that bad. So that's the
probably a Tinkaton would be nice on this team.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was
that's the only thing. I mean, I wouldn't grab Salazzle I'll grab another thing just because I don't think you need another fire type. Other than that, I like this. It's powerful. It's powerful. It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard. It's powerful. Next up, we have Beat with Iron Valiant, Caesar, Terra, a Dragon, Arcanine, Masquerada, Vaporeon, Donphan, and Belly Bolt. I've got to be honest, for me, this team will be first in the division.
I love this team.
I love this team. I like it as everything. Iron Valiant, Caesar, Dragon, Arcanine, Masquerada, Vaporeon, Donphan, Belly Bolt is meh. But yeah.
Don't hate Belly Bolt.
I don't hate it. I just spent like 10 times in the game to try to beat it, but anyway, because I have underleveled, but that's not the discussion for the video. I mean, you can bring everything every single week. Of course, he's gonna bring Iron Valiant every single week. Probably gonna bring Caesar and Arcanine, Masquerada, but he can bring pretty much everything every single week, and it's gonna be fine. I really enjoy this.
Also, Caesar, Arcanine, and Vaporeon, and Donphan can be both defensive or offensive.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I love Terra Caesar. Terra Caesar is so good. So I really enjoy this.
Bandit Terra Steel Bullet punches the yo boy.
Yeah, also Bandit Caesar. This meta, it's just juicy. So yeah, I probably over like 40 teams, this is my third favorite one. Yeah.
Don't count your team.
It's my second favorite one. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really cool. Yeah, and Donphan has like rocks and spin. Yeah, there's nothing to hate on this team. It's really cool. I really enjoyed it. And the first team is Snipey Bark with Palafin, Pelipper, Gudra, Toadscruel, Aranjagulis, Climora, Magnezone, and Terra Dreadnought. So this is a rain with, I mean, honestly, he has rain abusers, like Palafin can abuse rain with the Jet Punch, gonna be hitting really hard. Gudra is a Pokemon that benefits from rain, and Dreadnought with, of course, Swift Swim and being a Terra.
Also, Magnezone with Thunder and Jubilees doesn't miss Hurricane.
Yeah, fair.
I don't hate this team. Compared with the other 8 team, it's a huge buff.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that.
I just think the Toadscruel. I just think the Toadscruel. I don't like the Toadscruel at all.
I don't like it. I don't like it either. Yeah, I think the ability is bad.
Also, Freeze Dry with Magnezone low just sweeps this team.
Also, yeah, but that's the downside of running a rain team. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I think the Glimora with hazards can just help Dreadnought clicking Swords Dance and Terra, Palafin clicking Jet Punch. So yeah, I get that. Not having, I mean, doesn't have a ghost type to be able to spin, but either way, I don't think I don't think it's the best team in the division. I think it's a strong rain team, and I think it's gonna do work in most of the matches, honestly. And yeah, that pretty much seals the second division. So we're gonna into the Portuguese one, which is Valor. I should have added some.
As we go on, most of the ones we said would be repeated because,
yeah,
I mean there were 4 drafts.
Yeah,
so a lot of ones are repeated. We're gonna try to be more team comp based and not just Palafin does this, does that.
Yeah. We should have had some Portuguese flags here. Either way,
yeah,
we're advancing.
It's a lot.
Pyrian with Iron Moth, Tinglu, Dragonite, Talonflame, Palden, Tauros, Atrin, Fortress, and Uxian. You wanna talk about your week 1 opponent?
I haven't battled. I already prepped. I haven't battled, so I don't think I wanna talk about it too much.
I'll assume I'll take it. I don't think this. Just want to start to say I don't think this is tense. I don't think it's the worst team in the division.
Not at all. Not at all.
There's I mean, Iron Moth round 1. I love Iron Moth. I would accept Iron Moth if he was like the 10th pick.
He was the first pick.
But he was the first pick. I think we'll have better things. I mean, you want to try Iron Moth, I think it's completely fine. Team Blue, is it? We already talked about it.
Don't talk about Team Blue.
Yeah,
please.
okay, I'm advancing.
Yeah.
Dragonite, Scarlet Dragon, of course. Talonflame, I am kind of against it on this team. I don't think what's gonna do, honestly. But we'll see.
It's a snipe on me. It's a really big one.
Yeah, I don't think what it's gonna do on this team, honestly. But I'm the guy that doesn't like repeating types, so Paldean Tauros.
It's actually too bad.
I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but I'm not. I mean, besides Defog, which I don't think it's completely necessary having Atrin on Fortress. I'm really not sure. I mean, unless he wants to add some speed to the team. Other than that, I really don't think like
either. And Defog got a fast hitting mon, fast momentum, fast Willow Whisper.
You have Kilowatt Roll. Yeah, you don't have an electric type.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I just don't see why. But yeah, let's move on.
Or removal. I think it was for the removal. I think that's not
yeah.
relying solely on Fortress and getting walled by steel types.
Still has Atrin with Magic Bounce, but
yeah.
Sure. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Paldeon, Tauros Water. I mean, that's a water type. I think it's decent. Atrin, I love it. Fortress, and Ushian. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent team. It's not amazing. He has downsides, especially from having repeating types.
It's not the worst team in the world.
But it's not the worst team in the world, for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it to say about it. I don't think it's the best team in the division. I think it's kind of unfair to be the last one, because it hurts. With Iron Moth, Dragon Dance, Dragonite, even Band Dragonite. Paldeon Tauros, actually it's pretty hard. But that's actually another thing. The main offensive threats are Iron Moth, Dragonite, and if you want to run Dragon Dance, Dragonite, you're not gonna do immediate damage. So that's the other point I want to note on this team. It's like pretty much I think it needs setup, lacks offensive pressure. Other than that, I like it. It has the bulk, has offensive potential. As everything what a team needs, has bulk, has hazards, has removals. So yeah, I think it's decent. It's a decent.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Pierini is at 9th with Palafin, Corviknight, Clodsire, Breloom, Volcarona, Florges, Tyranitar, and Pikachu. I think this is terribly unfair. I really like this team. I don't know if you want to
like the Corviknight, Clodsire core, don't you?
Yeah, just to start, I want to say, like, most teams are gonna lose to this. I truly believe that he can win games just by pivoting between Corviknight and Clodsire and just clicking Toxic Spikes, and teams doesn't have like the resources to just remove the Toxics and just lose the games just with this.
Yeah, because there aren't clerics. There's no clerics in the game.
Yeah. He also has Palafin, which is a phenomenal water type. Clicks bulk up and just nukes. I think Breloom fits this team so well. Volcarona,
that's the first as well.
And it's a Terra Breloom, yeah. Volcarona, again, Quiver, setup potential, really good as well. Florges as a fairy type. I mean, I'm not a Florges fan, but I mean, has Wish, gives longevity. Imagine giving longevity to Clodsire and Corviknight that already have recovery moves.
Wish support to that core is pretty huge.
Yeah, Tyranitar, I mean, it's the only thing I will say I don't like in this team. I don't think
dark type.
I don't think it hurts the team. I just don't like Tyranitar outside of Sand, and Pikachu, which is Pikachu.
Pikachu has plot.
I think this team has so much versatility. I think it can do so many things. I truly enjoy this team. I think it's truly unfair to be 9th. I not agree with this at all. Yeah, but that's just my thought about it. I'm not sure if you want to address anything else.
No, that's pretty much what you said. You need a lot of patience to I'm missing the word, to shred this team.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it has a lot of versatility. I think it's one of the most synergized teams we've seen. Honestly.
Also, a lot of priority spam on this team.
Also, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I really like this team. I really like it. Moving on, we have HB with Iron Threats, Dragon, Quacklevolt, Rotom-Mow, Skeleturge, Dashpunt, Flitherwing, and Gastrodon. You wanna start?
I don't. I just want to say it's too late for this. This team doesn't have a gigantic threat, but I love all the 8 mons on the team. The mons themselves, I love the mons. Do they work together though? I don't know. I like. There's a lot of momentum on this team, like a lot of momentum. Slithering as U-turn, Rotom with Volt Switch, Quackable with U-turn, Dragon with U-turn, Iron Treads with Volt Switch. I really like the momentum on this team, and also Skeletor's as a Terra Captain.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Also, the best heal counter in Dashpun. That's a thing as well, because it's immune to fire types. So that's also a point because I hate you. Yeah, that's how this is gonna work together. I am kinda intrigued.
I'm curious on this team.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's a lot of momentum on this team, though.
Like HB started well with a big win against a big coach. So we'll see. I think he picked the perfect Terra captains for this team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, has a lot of pivoting is perfect. It's perfect on this team. Honestly,
it's pretty perfect, I guess.
Yeah.
And it has 2 removals. It's just rapid spin, so Ghost may be a bit problematic. I don't know.
But again, there's no magic Ghost types that want to come in on Iron Threads.
For
sure. Yeah.
Even the Quackable.
Even Quackable. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You risk going on a Quackable and it's setting up and dealing Aqua Step, and then you have like +2/+1 Quackable on the field. So
yeah, I might say the only thing is speed. That be maybe the
it's a bulky offense team.
Yeah,
it doesn't rely on speed. It's a bulky offense.
I still think speed. I
like bulky offense. I really.
Yeah, I like bulky offense. I still think speed plays a big part of the meta. So we'll see. But I like the team. I think it's. I'm. The more I see this team, the more I like it. So we'll see.
It's one of those cases.
Yeah. You are. Yeah. Now you're gonna be quiet, and I'm gonna talk. So, Goldengo, Azumarill, Pomot, Crocodile, Noivern, Serena, Fire Giraffe, and Cerulege. So, you got sniped a lot. You got sniped a lot. I still think it's a bit unfair you being 7. Goldengo, Azumarill, really strong. Like, those two together, like, truly strong. I really like Pomot. I think Noivern fits this team perfectly, honestly. The Serena being one of the best bulky grass types, being able to rapid spin. Cerulege is a phenomenal Terra captain. I mean, is the best team you drafted? No, it's not. No. I don't even think it's if I like remove your name from this table, I wouldn't say it's a team drafted by you. I wouldn't say that. But I think it's a nice team, and I think it has synergy.
I'm the first one to say that I don't think the team. I think it's one of the worst teams I drafted.
I think they synergize really well.
I may be surprised playing with the team and battling with the team, but I don't know.
Yeah, you're not. You are. Yeah. You are not winning this anyway, so that's not a big thing. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're advancing.
Okay.
Durza next with Cinderace, Rotom-Wash, Amoonguss, Screamtail, Alucha, Indeedee, Baxcalibur, and Palosand. This is Indeedee.
It's both Indeedees.
It's both Indeedees. Okay, I don't even know the rules of my league. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Cinderace, Rotom-Wash. Yeah.
I haven't seen Alucha and Psychic Terrain in the team in a long time. A very long time.
Yeah, this gives me some Gen 8 vibes, honestly. And Cinderace, Rotom-Wash, Among Us, pretty common Gen 8 draft core. Alucha in terrain with Terra.
With Terra.
Scary. Really scary. Having a Baxcalibur to that's even more scary. The only thing I will say is the biggest offensive threats of this team are physical attackers. So there's not like special threats.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
a more physical defensive
You're kind of forced
be...
to run Indeed and roll them offensive if you want special.
Yeah, which is, it's not terrible. It will be fine with it. He hits really hard with expanding force.
No expanding.
No expanding force. Okay, it's gonna be it will hard with psychic. It's fine. It's fine. Psychic still hurts. And it has dazzling gleam.
It has
a mystical fire.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure, but I think.
Okay. Either way, I think the point is has phenomenal physical attackers, not great special attackers. I think it's the biggest problem with the team overall. Also has core change on Cinderace to remove, and that's pretty much it. Defog Alucha is not a set.
Defog Alucha.
No. So yeah, I mean, core change is not terrible, especially in this meta. I don't think you're gonna run core change every single week.
I like the potential on this team for screen setup.
That's also a big thing. Yeah, I totally agree.
Screens with Cinderace, screens with Hot, and screens with Baxcalibur. It's yo boy.
Yeah, I totally agree that. Overall, a really nice team for Durza, and we'll see how we can just do this season.
Yeah.
Fifth team is Frodo. I knew it. I'm just gonna say the team. So Greatest Slowking
replacement coach from the draft.
Yeah,
we
for sure.
Dropped mid-draft.
Yeah, so when he joined, he already had 2 picks, if I'm not wrong. Great Tusk and Slowking. So he has Great Tusk, Slowking, Tinkaton, Grimmsnarl, Salamence, Bisharp, Garganacl, and Mismagius. Honestly, I think he played really well. I think he drafted for a coach that came not mid-draft, but in the early draft. I think he actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, for sure. I like the team.
Yeah.
I like the team.
Like, Grims, the only thing I think
I would probably trade Tinkaton or Bisharp for a fire type. That's pretty much
I totally agree with you on that one. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And honestly, having Parting Shot, I mean, I love Garganacl as a Terra Captain. It's strong, but Parting Shot into Salamence as a Terra Captain, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It would be just great. So I don't think Garganacl, it's a great mon, great Terra potential. I don't think this team needs Garganacl honestly to work. I think those 12 points could be just used for another, for example.
I don't mind the Garganacl on the team.
I don't mind Garganacl
without the Terra even.
Or without the Terra, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, or just trade it for, like, pick those 12 points and grab a nice fire type. I don't know. I just think Parting Shot into Terra Salamence is just so threatening. So threatening. But overall, I like the team. I think he did a pretty good job for someone who just came in. He already had 2 Pokemon that he didn't draft, but are 2 great Pokemon. And I think overall, I think it's a really nice team. Next up, we have Echoes with Chi-Yu, Toxapex, Meowscarada, Torkoal, Sandy Shocks, Mimikyu, Lycanroc Dusk, Bombardier. I think Sunway Chi-Yu should be banned. You should feel bad with yourself just for drafting.
I see a trend because all the Chi-Yu teams are like top 4 or something like this.
Yeah, because Chi-Yu just nukes everything. We should ban this mon. I hate this Pokemon. Yeah.
And when it doesn't nuke, it just crits.
Yeah. She has Toxapex. I mean, Chi-Yu gets Psychic, so it's not a huge thing, but like, it removes a bulky water from the arsenal of Pokemon.
Also, if you want, you could just run Ruination.
For sure.
knock 50% out of the wall,
Yeah,
and then
because Flamethrower will take the other 50%. Oh, I
yeah,
hate this Pokemon. Oh, I hate this Pokemon so much. Yeah. I mean, yeah, most of this team is just Circle Shiyu. It's so powerful. I mean, there's a ground weakness on this team, uh, in my opinion, because
the resist are Masquerado, which isn't bulky,
isn't bulky, and
and
Bombardier, which you are not gonna bring.
Yeah, Bombardier is it's a niche one, a really niche one.
It's an issue, yeah, for sure.
I like it. It's an I find Bombardier like a mini Mandibus, but really mini Mandibus.
Yeah.
Yes, knockoff. It has U-turn and parting shot, which is nice. It gets rock stab, which is also nice, and also gets rocks.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
it's a mini Mandibus.
I mean,
I think.
yeah, it's acceptable.
Doesn't have default though.
Yeah, I still think that's a. I think that's the biggest
This is the
problem.
worst. Yeah, I remember now. Now that I'm talking about it, this is why I actually rank this team a lot lower.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, the only removal on this team is Torkoal,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate Torkoal as a removal
Yeah.
because it's so slow. So if it has a special pressure on it, it can't spin at all, and that's the main thing I hate about this team.
I can see that. I can see that. Also, there's Pokemon here that, for example, I love Lycanroc. I love Lycanroc. It's such a cool Pokemon. I don't think it does much for this team, honestly.
No, I don't know.
I don't think it does much for this team. I think you could grab those 13 points and just grab a nice, and I would say a nice ground resistance. Toxapex, I mean, it's a bulky water. It's that you could take another Pokemon that wouldn't be weak to ground, I guess. That
I would trade like Rock and Bombardier for a ground resist and a spinner. Like two mons, one which would be a ground immunity, a more viable ground immunity, and then I would get like a low tier spinner, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Other than that, Torkoal comes in, Shio comes in, and we cry. That's overall.
Pretty
that's
much.
the thing. Yeah, because yeah. Next we have Battle.net CEO with Iron Valiant, Garchomp, King Gambit, Gotatel, Rotom Hit, Toadscruel, Alomomola, and Grafaiai. I'm not sure if I think I ranked this team either third or second or first. I don't remember. It was on the top 3. I really like this. I think Iron Valiant, Garchomp, King Gambit, Terra Gotatel. Like, I really enjoyed Terra Gotatel on this team specifically, even if, again, King Gambit could be a Terra. I think Terra Gotatel just opens so much potential for this team, for like Iron Valiant and Garchomp. Like, how do you get Iron Valiant and Garchomp? Like, I don't know how you get Iron Valiant and Garchomp. This is just insane.
This team is it's really the one thing I think it's a little bit more struggle-ish, but then it's the fairy weakness. But then what good offensive fairies are in this gen? He has the one. It's Valiant. So
yeah, Gardevoir, I guess.
There's Gardevoir, there's Aterine, but you can. It's a lot more manageable than Valiant.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Other than that, yes, Rotom, which can be really bulky. King Gambit can be bulky, and even in there, want to talk about bulky though? There's a Alomomola, so
I love Alomomola. You know, I love Alomomola. Yeah, yeah.
And there's a Grafaiai there. I know you like Grafaiai.
I love Grafaiai. I think it's just, I love the design, and I think for 6 points, it gets knockoff, gets U-turn. Like, I think pivoting into this team will be so important. Just being able to bring Garchomp, click Swords Dance, nuke, gets parting shot. Grafaiai gets parting shot. Like, it's so cool.
Priority parting shot.
Yeah, priority parting shot also. Yeah, it's so cool. Alomomola with Baton Pass, I think it's amazing. I think Alomomola was screaming for a pivoting move for like since he existed, since he was created, pretty much. Yeah, I think the pivoting potential of this team with like Rotom, Alomomola, Grafaiai.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and like Grafaiai being able to slow down, to slow stats from your opponents, bring Garchomp and Valiant, set up and just nuke. I mean,
Yeah, pretty,
and just
and also got it out.
and that's like that can trap and just click Terra. I mean, I love it. I really like this team. I really like this team. I mean, I know you're gonna say the removal is Toad Scroll. I know you were gonna say that.
The removal is Toad Scroll. Yeah,
it's a downside.
But
with this
but
team,
honestly, having that much support to the Valiant and the Garchomp, you have to relinquish something.
yeah, I wouldn't care about that. Honestly, I really like this team. So second, we have Jiriki with Worry Moon, Annihilate, Glimora, Gardevoir, Earthworm, Quagsire, Arcanine, and Gyarados. Oh lord, Jiriki, a really phenomenal player, honestly. If you don't know Jiriki, he plays in like since generation, I'm not wrong, I guess he might correct me on that, but I think Gen 7 in the most...
If you're wrong, he's just gonna hit you, so...
Yeah, he already hates me, so it's not terrible. I don't care. So he played in like a lot, he was one of the top creators of Draft League in my opinion. He just created really nice content. He played against some of the Draft League creators. So yeah, he's a how do we say it?
He has a lot of experience.
Experience,
and it shows. And it shows on the team and how he plays. He already had a game he lost. But
yeah, it happens. Honestly, it was his first Gen 9 game, so it's not terrible. But yeah, the team is really cool.
Yeah. I hate the fact that he took Lamora from me. I really hate it.
Yeah,
that's the one I probably wanted to use the most. It was Lamora.
Yeah.
And Goldingo together, but yeah, that snipe hurt a lot. So
the only thing is,
I like the team.
Yeah, the team is great, honestly. To get Terra Gyarados again on this team, I think it fits perfectly fine. I mean, Rory Moon Annihilate, I'm a bit meh, but I mean, he has Glimora, so it's not a huge deal. So
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, because Annihilate clicks Rage Fits and just nukes fairy types. I mean, yeah, Gardevoir I think is fine. Earthworm for 6 points. I mean, I like it. Quagsire, it's bulky and with Unaware, has rock
and
spikes.
All the hazards.
Yeah, rock spikes, toxic spikes. It's just annoying. Arcanine, I think it fits really well this team as well. And again, Gyarados, which is a Gyarados.
Yeah, it's a good Gyarados.
So yeah, it's a strong team. It's a strong team. And last but not least, we have Lewis. With honestly, if I have to trade my team with someone, I'll trade with Lewis 100%. Shinpao, Dondozo, Caesar, Gudra, Donphan, Sylveon, Kilowattrel, and Gengar. This team is juicy. It's awesome. There's not a single thing I don't like on this team, honestly. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Like, he was able to grab Shinpao, to grab the counter. Not the counter, the best switch.
Two of the best counters.
Yeah, Dondozo, Caesar, yeah. Being able to Terra Caesar is phenomenal. I mean, I Gudra here. I will allow it. I will allow it. I will allow it.
Do not.
Donphan, just the bulky ground type, set up rocks, get rid of rocks, tons of coverage. I really like Donphan. Sylveon to pair, I think pairs so well here. This team screams Sylveon every single time. I love Sylveon here. Kilowattrel to give some speed. I really enjoy Kilowattrel, and Gengar, powerful ghost type that just switching into Shinpao is hard. Switching to Shinpao Terra Caesar is harder. You don't switch it to Shinpao Caesar Gengar. You just don't. So I love this team.
The thing with this team, you look at it, there's only one defensive one, but like 2/3 of the team can be defensive as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this team doesn't have defensive problems. Like, for sure. Yeah, and honestly,
I'm facing this thing with 3, and I'm already crying.
Go Lewis. Yeah, I really like it, and I think it totally deserves the first spot. So
Yeah, Louis is a. It's I have a bit biased, but Louis is one of my best friends in the community. Is a person I coached a lot, and yeah, I hate the fact he got this draft. I
yeah,
really do.
I yeah, Luis, when you wanna start play better, you can actually DM me, and okay, I'm gonna advance.
Ah,
Origin. Yeah. So the last division. We are almost
this
yeah.
I want to say this. I think this is the power rankings
Mm,
that were more they were closer,
mm-hmm.
but this one was more upsetting for me. I think.
Okay.
I think this was the most upsetting results of the whole division.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
Let's
know.
just
Yeah.
let's just start with it. The 10th team is the Unfunny Man with Annihilate, Cinderace, Pomot, Breloom, Gyarados, Serledge, Knucklestack, and Klefki. You wanna just start?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the triple fighting. I like the offense,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just it. It's just offense put together. But no, you need to switch in something you don't. I don't know. I like Ceruledge as a captain. I wouldn't mind Gyarados as a captain. I don't know what to say. I don't see switchings, comfortable switchings on this team.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's totally unnecessary that he has triple fighting. I guess Gyarados, a well-trained Gyarados, a well-trained Serledge, and with well-trained, I want to say like a nice set of Gyarados, nice sets of Serledge, can win games from their own. But
For sure, for sure.
this team has zero synergy. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. It has zero synergy. I don't like it as well. I mean, this is not nothing against Infinity Man, but there's no point drafting triple fightings. I guess doesn't make much sense. Other than that, the rocker is Knucklestack. I don't think I am wrong
Yeah,
there.
I didn't see that. Yeah,
Um,
and there's no removal as well.
and there's no removal.
Just Cinderace with
Escort
word change.
change in race, which is totally fine. Totally fine with
Yeah,
that.
so it has all the offense. So zero. I don't want to say zero bulk, but
Yes.
no bulk synergy, no defensive
No,
synergy,
for sure.
and no hazards.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the main points of the team. Next we have Volcarona, Threads, Azumarill, Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Axorus, Espion, and Rotom. So with their Axorus, which I truly enjoy. I think dragons are nice Terra captains overall. The team is fine, honestly. Volcarona, Iron Threads, Azumarill is offensive threatening. Same with Axorus.
is this the only Exodus we saw?
I think so. But like
It's kind of shocking, honestly.
we've seen more than 30 teams, so I mean
Yeah, but this is the last division, and I don't remember
Yeah,
a single Exodus. So
yeah.
it's shocking, actually.
My problem here again is defensive switchings. There's an
You
Among
kind of
Us.
Sumeril defensive, and I don't like it at all.
Forces Among Us defensively a lot. Yeah. There's no much defensive synergy. Again, I don't see why Tyranitar. Again, as a dark type, fine. I grab a lot here, dark. I'm a Tyranitar hater. I think
There
you
are
guys
a lot
can.
of other types on this channel, really a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't like Titar that
I don't think
much.
Titar does much here. Actually, only Iron Threads. It's the Pokemon that doesn't take Sand Chip. Other than that, every Mon takes Sand Chip. Besides the own Titar, of course. Volcarona doesn't need to take Sand Chip. If you want to run a Belly Drum Azo, you want to preserve HP. So those little things hurt a bit the team. Other than that, yeah, he has tools to just sweep. He has offensive tools. Doesn't have much defensive tools, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if you wanna address anything
No,
else.
you pretty much said it all.
Yeah,
It's defensive. It's a common trend on this division. It's the defensive aspect of the teams.
yeah. Okay. So next we have Dragon Gumball with the Great Tusk, Meowscarada, Skeledirge, Dondozo, Atrin, Lokis, Paldean, Tauros, Water, and Magnezone. I like the Meowscarada, Skeledirge, Dondozo, Great Tusk.
Is this a Gen 9 team? Just no.
No,
Magnezone.
Atrin, Magnezone. Yeah.
Oh.
This team desperately needs speed. Besides Meowscarada, this team is going to be outpaced. This team
Yeah, for sure.
is going to face a lot of adamant teams. This team is going to face a lot of modest Pokemon, a lot of adamant Pokemon. I don't like the speed tiers of this team at all. Other than that, he has offensive tools, Great Tusk, Meowscarada, Lokis, but like again, at the same time, those are all physical. Atrin is not gonna be an offensive Pokemon every single week. Magnezone, yeah, is gonna have.
It's struggles. This is kind of the opposite of the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
He has good mons, good offensive mons like Meowscarada, Kratos, but I don't know. It's not it lacks some pressure and some speedy pressure.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
I totally agree with that.
He has priority on low kicks, but I don't think it's enough.
Also, if I'm not wrong, the only rocker is Great Tusk, which is not terrible. I would grab another rocker.
And the only spinner as well.
And the only spinner. Yeah. I mean, he has Magic Bounce with that rune, which is viable, but yeah.
Meowscarada has spikes, so I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So next up we have Evandel with Palafin, Rotom Wash, King Gambit, Clodsire, Arcanine, Pelipper, Brute Bonnet, first Brute Bonnet, and
first
Mousehold, and first Mousehold as well.
Another triple water team. I don't see why he has Rotom, honestly. I love Rotom, I really do.
Yeah, Rotom.
I don't see why he has Rotom.
Honestly, I don't see why he has Pelipper.
Yeah, I can debate. Pelipper, Palafin, it's the top.
I don't think Palafin is brain, honestly. I truly
It doesn't,
don't.
but yeah, but it's a common duo.
You wanna take
find.
11 points just to give Palafin rain? I don't think it's the
yeah.
At least you have a King Gambit. I will have a Terra King Gambit.
Yeah, for sure. But even the low tier options, I like the first 5. The last 3 are.
Yeah, and yeah, Brute Bonnet is Grass Dark, I guess.
And as priority.
Yeah, I have King Gambit. I like Mousehold actually. If you weak steel types, Mousehold will hurt. will hurt.
If you hit the moves.
Yeah, if you hit the moves, of course. But it's an annoying Pokemon. And actually has the Tidy Up move, which is really nice to remove hazards and boosts attack.
Setup.
Yeah, setup. Yeah, that's nice. It's a decent team. It has problems. I don't like Rotom and Pelipper here. I don't think they do much. Clodsire, I think it's fine. King Gambit as a Terra, I think it's really scary. I think Arcanine pairs well here. I mean, at the same time, he kind of has he has a ground problem. At the same time, he doesn't because he has Rotom, Pelipper, Brute Bonnet. Yeah, it's a decent team. He has some problems, but every team has some kind of problem.
There's only one Garchomp in each division, but I think Garchomp really hurts this team.
I agree, but like it's a Garchomp, so
a good ground type, offensive ground type, like Great Tusk, for example. A good offensive ground type puts in pressure before Palafin comes in.
Yeah,
I guess Rotom and Pelipper, of course, but there's coverage for that as well. So and a neutral hit on Rosam hurts. A neutral
And then
Pelipper
it
uses
doesn't
the
have
bull.
paint split, so it's
Yeah, yeah, and Rotom doesn't have paint split. Yeah.
yeah. I agree. Next up, we have Professor Oak Daddy with Rory Moon, Garganicle, Slitherwing, Screamtail, Torkoal, Sandy Shocks, Iron Hands, and the first Ditto. With 2 points
So
remaining.
many Paradox Mon. Oh,
Yeah, also, yeah, a lot of Paramount. Wow. I like this. The Slitherwing with the Torkoal, I think it's nice. It's has the sun option. It's
and the Roaring Moon with the Torkoal as well.
also, yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to rely on Torkoal. Like Roaring Moon doesn't need to rely on Torkoal. Slitherwing doesn't need to rely on Torkoal. So this team doesn't need sun, but this team has sun as an option, and I really like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I truly like that. Now,
Also, the Garganacle as a Terra Captain and Ditto. Ditto puts an amazing pressure on.
yeah, you're not gonna run setup. I mean, you can run setup against this team. You are just gonna be swept after it. You're gonna have the risk of getting swept after it. So now the problem I have with this ground weakness.
Yeah, for sure. A lot.
Like
a lot of
Banded Garchomp kills 1 per turn. Banded Dreytas kills 1 per turn. It's the only problem, honestly, I have. He needs a flying type desperately. Maybe a grass type, just to be sure that a ground type doesn't hurt that much, because ground is really problematic here, and that's probably the only reason this team is so low. It's not that low, but could be higher if it doesn't have that problem with the ground moves, because it's the biggest problem with this team, honestly. Other than that, I think this team is...
Even water is spammable against this team.
Yeah, also water. Yeah, I agree. Because, okay, we were counting the sun, but he's not gonna bring sun every week because I don't think it's needed. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Actually, Sandy Shocks, Iron Hands, it's not necessary.
I would trade Sandy Shocks for a Kilowatt, for example, and you get points.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Next up, we have placeholder with Shinpao, Slowking, Salamence, Grimmsnarl, Fortress, Paldean, Tauros, Fire, which is the first one we see, Poltegeist, and Iron Thorns, which actually is the first one we see as well.
Yeah, I respect the Iron Thorns. I really do.
I think, and we were talking when you did the average. I think this is unfair. I really like this team. It's
the only team with Shinpao Slowking. The chilly reception to boost the Shinpao.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
I think this team is so underrated. I rank this team, I think, first, honestly. I think this is the team I ranked for. I'm not sure, because there's one more team that I was tied up. I'm not entirely sure, but I ranked this at least top 2. I think this team is amazing. I think it has everything. I think he has offensive pressure, he has defensive tools, he has pivoting, he has hazards, setters, and hazard control.
Doesn't he have options. Only like one removal? The Fortress is the only removal, though.
Yeah, I guess.
But does he allow the other team to have a shot at removal? Because Shinpao Mans put a lot of pressure. Grimmsnarl. I mean, yes, Poltegeist to block speed, I guess.
Yeah, and like, imagine you have, again, parting shot into Shinpao that can click Swords Dance. Jesus, I don't even want to talk about it. And Terra Salamence that can take advantage
even Shell Smash on Poltegeist.
And Shell Smash on Poltegeist, which is awesome as well. So yeah, I truly enjoy this team. I really like it. I don't think it's 5th at all. I think it's at least top 2, 3 at the most. I really like it. I really like it. Next up, we have Benny, the Season 1 champion, with Gothitelle, Gondengo, iDragon, Glimora, Rotom Hits, Gastrodon, Altaria, and Big Heracross. Wanna start with that?
I have a big I'm big salty, because he has the start of his draft except the Gotitel.
Hmm.
It's almost my initial plan for my draft,
Yeah, that's true.
and it ended so differently. I really like the Benny's team. I really do. Goldango with a lot of hazard mons like Dragon and now gets Stealth Rocks. Gomorrah gets a lot of hazards. Gastron also with Rocks and Spice. I really like this team. It could use a bit more momentum. That's
Hmm.
the main thing I see. But I really like it. I can say almost. I don't think the altar is the best fit. That's pretty much it. And Heracross is more forgotten than it should be because it that thing can shred a team.
Oh, for sure. I love Heracross. I mean, it's a team that I wouldn't draft it. That's something. You can. I mean, there's 100 ways of drafting teams and doing
Of
a
course.
nice draft. Me and Benny are completely opposites in terms of drafting. I had the same feeling last season where I didn't click with this team. I don't click with this team, honestly. I just don't. But I think it's
Yeah.
a team that will be. It's his way of playing, and I think he'll. I mean, he was a Season 1 champion for a reason.
Yeah, it proves
Um,
him. It proves that he
yeah,
can.
so we had different
build.
playstyles, which is totally fine. There's not a single way of playing Pokemon. You can play wherever you enjoy the most. I think he can do this thing has potential. I think he can do nice things here.
I really like.
Terragothel in the hands of Benny, it's really scary. Goldango, I love it. I think it's a bit slow. It's a bit of
It's a bit slow.
slow team.
It's a bit. That's why my plan comparing to this one I had Roaring Moon instead of Gotitel
Yeah.
to give speed,
Mhm.
and instead of Dragon I had another thing. I don't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but I really like it. I really do.
But yeah, the potential of Azar's Wiglimora plus the trapping Gotatel, the Goldango, the Dragon, the Heracross, it's scary. And the defensive pieces with like Rotom, Gastrodon, which is a really nice core. I like it. It's a team that I wouldn't draft it because it's not exactly my style. I think Benny will do fine with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's a nice team. Next up we have Viscyclone with Iron Valiant, Iron Moth, Dragonite, Caesar, Quagsire, Rapska, Bellybolt, and Crocodile. I like I like this team a lot. My only problem
I
with
don't
this,
like the tennis.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. That like there's I mean let's see something. Is Quagsire a bad Terra Captain? When if
It's
you
defensive. It's a defensive Terra type,
mainly,
but you have a Caesar on a team
but
though.
like you have a Caesar, and you're not gonna, even if you use the argument of okay, I'd rather have two Terra Captains than one, you're
Yeah, the
not
Rav-
gonna use Ravska as a Terra Captain.
I would pick Bellybolt over Raska as a Terra captain.
That's actually a really valid point. Yeah, I would pick Valuable over Ravska, honestly. But honestly, the point is, Caesar. This team screams Terra Caesar every single time. So, um,
Kind of like with Beats team with the Terra Caesar and Valiant.
yeah,
It's pretty
For-
much the same.
for sure.
It-
This team is so is scary. Like Iron Valiant, Iron Moth, Dragonite, Caesar. It's stupidly scary. Crocodile fits perfectly on this team, in my opinion, as well. Quagsire as a defensive mon doesn't need to Terra, honestly, to be annoying.
Yeah. This team doesn't mind the grass. He has Moth, Dragonite, and Caesar.
And Caesar,
the,
yeah.
The grass type are not a problem.
At all. So I don't know. You wanna make this team even more scary? Just trade. I would actually trade the captains. This team doesn't need changes, in my opinion. So I would just waste trade on just trading Quagsire for Caesar as their captains. Quagsire and Raska in this case for Caesar,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
just
agree.
being amazing.
I completely agree.
Yeah, because this team is really
I
really
think this team would be first if that. I didn't vote for it to be first, but it would be if Caesar was a Terra captain.
I wouldn't vote it as well. I think it, but was I? It was one of my higher picks but I didn't like the Quagsire Vraska. Yeah, I would put it
I'm
higher.
curious. I'm curious to see it.
Yeah. Next up we have, I mean, it's extreme. We call it stream, so it's gonna be stream. With Garchomp, Corviknight, Quaquaval, Florges, Rodamo, Armarouge, Weavile, and Farigiraf.
Extreme and his best friend Garchomp.
Yeah.
Always there.
This guy with Garchomp is just.
I think it's like 8 or 7 leagues in a row almost with Garchomp.
Yeah. This screams extreme team 100%. Garchomp, Corviknight are Pokemon that he is comfortable with. He knows how to use it, how to use them. So Quaquaval, it's the first time we're gonna see him using it. But like has offense as bulk. Florges, Corviknight, Rodamo can be bulky, and has like Garchomp, Weavile, Quaquaval. I mean, maybe a bit more of special offense. I mean, Armarouge can be especially offensive. Rodamo with nasty plots.
I talked about this with him. The thing I would do. I understand the Farigiraf pick, but I would trade Farigiraf for Poltergeist.
Oh, absolutely. I will buy this. I will buy that trade. Yeah.
He was mad. He wanted Sagulich over Armarouge.
I like Armarouge more, honestly.
But the special presence that, and I would trade Farigiraf for Poltergeist because I think it's 7 points and he has 1 point left.
Yeah.
And I would make Poltergeist the Terra Captain. I really don't want to face this team. I really don't.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. 100%. The only thing, yeah, because also Rodamo as a Terra Captain, I don't buy it. I would rather have Armarouge. Even Weavile, but not Rodamo.
I get it. I get the Rotom.
I don't like it, honestly.
It's gonna function like a needed Powermon, like when Rotom I didn't bar fire for Steel types.
I think Armarouge has more potential, honestly. Even Weavile with Swords Dance. But yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal.
The Poltergeist move would be huge, I think.
Yeah,
if he wanted to
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and just to finish.
Why is this man first?
Why?
Just why?
I just want to say
It's you again. Oh, okay. I understand.
Most of you guys put a guy that likes pineapple. I don't know. Almost 2 hours of video. Just don't ignore that. Chiyu, Slowbro, Tinkaton, Tinglu, Serena, Lucha, Jolteon, and Gengar. Another Chiyu team. Yeah.
I like Ruben a lot. We go way back. I like Ruben a lot. I'm sorry, I don't like the team.
Really fun man. Yeah, really nice. Paul is gonna come to my town and buy me 100 beers, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. This team is not first. It's not first. I don't dislike the team. I don't like the team. I don't hate. I like the team. I think.
I don't know. I don't like Alucha there. I don't.
Yeah, is okay. Alucha will be better with terrain, of course.
I don't understand the slow. I know why he picked Slowbro second. I know.
Oh, I know as well.
The teleport is an issue.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. The Tinkaton I know he loves Tinkaton to death. So yeah, Tinglu making 4th round
is stupid. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about. Yeah, I can't talk about this anymore.
Gengar is fine.
I'm shocked the amount of times Gengar was last pick.
Yeah. The only thing I will say, I said that lots of teams were mainly physical, threatening offensively. This thing is special. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't
I
don't
love
think.
Jolteon as a Terra Captain. So.
Oh, absolutely. The first Jolteon Terra Captain we have, I love it. I think there's no problem with Terras here. I think they're nice. He's gonna use Jolteon mostly, and yeah, I don't think there is a problem here. I think the
No.
problem here is it was it's Ruben. That we can't say much about it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much
much.
it. And yeah, almost 2 hours of video. We are tired as fuck.
I think Bruno will probably put time marks on the video. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
I won't do
Maybe
that.
for the divisions, I think.
Yeah,
It's,
maybe. Yeah, for the divisions, I'm
yeah.
probably do that. I won't do it for
This was
40.
fun though.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was fun, but yeah, we need
It's-
to
Why?
sleep now.
First of all, we ended this on a hill, and Ruben, why?
Yeah,
Why?
Jesus, yeah. Why did you guys put this guy first? No. Oh well, I need to sleep. Yeah, that's finished power rankings. I hope you guys enjoy.
I can't wait to see the end of the season, and we are. This is completely opposite of what the power rankings show because.
Yeah, I can't wait to win this. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoy again. Thanks to Folgado for doing this with me.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And good luck, you guys, during the entire season. And have fun, most likely. That's the most important thing, is to have fun. Either way, if you want to leave any kind of comments, you can do it on the video or just in the server. Be free to do that. And yeah, almost 2 hours of video. We are gonna just leave. So thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll do my intro, my
Outro.
yeah.
It's late.
Yeah, it's late. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So peace, guys.